I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss, and your personal hairline hero. Oh, but you don't look like an alpha. You look like a nerd with glasses. Exactly the words of a beta, which is you, the person saying that in the comment. Because you don't get it. You're immature. You're 19. You play video games. You still think, because you're still watching WWE wrestling and thinking that's real. It's true. You think that being an alpha is everything based on how you look. And in reality, when you're 39 years old and you're an internet dad to so many little beta boys out there, you know that it has everything to do with how you think. Now, let's get to what I believe this next comment. Yeah, this next comment is actually on the topic, and I respect the person, Uzman Saeed, who left this comment. I made a video called Secret Hair Transplant Confession. The comment was, quote, "Another great video, Nick. Perhaps you should do a video on bald men that pull off the look nicely," end quote. Well, okay, I'm happy to do that. I'm one of them. In case any viewers out there don't know, all you have to do, go on my channel, type in bald, shaved head, beard, any of those, you're gonna see zero guard buzz cut. You're gonna see beard. You'll see sunglasses, these masculine sunglasses. I hype it up as far as the appearance of alpha. I purposely did that when I made those videos because that's part of how I was wanting to hook a lot of viewers, so that eventually when I changed back to how I actually normally look, they would be confused. Why don't you look the way you look so much cooler back then? To prove a point. To prove a point that it's not about how you look, it's how you think. A true alpha is confident despite their looks, despite what other people think, and despite how they perceive other people think. So as far as pulling off the bald look, here's how you do it. Step one, you have to be brave and confident enough to get a pair of clippers. Take off the guard. Fine, you can use a number 2 guard, or 0, or no guard. So that's step one. How do you pull it off though, Nick? Well, step one, you do it. You don't want to be like a beta boy. Well, I'd like to, but I don't know. I might not have the right head shape for it. Nope, that's beta thinking. Alpha thinking is, here's the clippers, here's the cord, I'm gonna plug it in the wall, I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna shave it off, and I'll be done in about 2 minutes. You have to have that mindset. You have to open the door. And that's really the answer. You just have to do it. Whoa, hold up. Nick, that's not exactly what he was saying. He said, perhaps you should do a video on bald men that pull off the look nicely. Yeah, I just told you. It's the kind of guy who will actually do it. I have so many beta boys out there watching my videos, and it's so lame. It's so lame. I don't have the right head shape. My head's too big. Here's what it reminds me of, because I'm your internet dad. I'm 39. This is my 39th birthday. Okay? I'm your dad. Keep that in mind. Internet dad. I don't like Brussels sprouts. Have you ever tried Brussels sprouts? But I just wouldn't like them. Exactly. It's the same childish mentality. I don't like Brussels sprouts. Have you ever tried them? No. I wouldn't look good with a shaved head. I don't have the right head shape. Have you ever shaved your head? No. There you go. See, that's why I'm your internet dad. I mean, it's so obvious I'm 39. I think completely different than the people who need my help, which is exactly why I remind everybody there's 3 types of beta hair loss viewers out there. The ones who don't have enough life experience yet and need somebody like me to help them transition to a future male. Then the one in between, number 2 is the Peter Pan. That's the guy who never stops focusing on himself, and then into his 30s, he becomes a MGTOW, gets a hair transplant, pops pills, swears off women, all that good stuff. But ultimately, yeah, it's really that simple. And that's why, as your cult leader, I'm not only your internet dad, but I'm also your hair loss cult leader. I'm telling you, it's COVID time, baby. You have clippers, use them. Find an electrical outlet, plug them into the wall, put on the number 2 guard, number 1 guard, or no guard. Do it. Otherwise, you're going to be a beta forever. You're going to be a Peter Pan. You're going to turn 30 and you're going to look around and say, my life's not really coming together, but at least as long as I have my hair, my precious hair, then everything. No, it won't, you beta boy. Do you want to be a Peter Pan? I've got Peter Pan viewers. They flood my comments. You'll see them defend hair transplants. You'll see them defend. You know what Hungry Hippos is? The game, right? I've got it in my house. That's what those MGTOW hair transplant pill poppers are. They're popping the propecia like the hippo, and they see those little white balls. They have it. You get all those pills because if they don't have hair, then they can't be respected. They can't be attractive in their minds. Anything you believe is true in your mind, even if it's false. If you believe it, that falsehood becomes your truth. And when you hear truth from an alpha male, it becomes a lie. See, a lot of you just think, you cringe when you heard that because, Nick, you look like a Jewish nerd. You do not look like an alpha male. That's how a beta thinks. A beta child, boy. That's you. You think that being an alpha is based on how you look. And you're totally going to lose out in life from other Jewish-looking nerds like me who are going to outsmart you. We're going to try to help you along the way, but ultimately we're going to leave you behind if you don't catch up quick enough. Get the memo. It's thinking confidently. Riddle me this. What's the difference between real confidence and fake confidence? Now, some of you are actually mature enough to answer this question. Go ahead and right now, 7 minutes in the video, I want you to type it in right now in the comments. What's the difference between real confidence and fake confidence? Okay, looking, did anybody get it yet? The correct answer? 0, there is none. There's no difference. There's no difference between real confidence and fake confidence. It looks the same to the outsider. So it's funny how you can sort of shimmy your way into being an alpha male now that you know the secret, now that you know it's only in the mind anyway. There's going to be plenty of weak-minded betas who look like alpha males. So be it. That's a lot of what high school is, and a lot of you are stuck in high school or junior high mentality. You look at these jocks who are football players or whatever, wrestlers. In reality, they're pretty insecure. They base their confidence on other people or how they perceive that. Meanwhile, there's skinny Jewish-looking nerds. Okay, so maybe they won't peak in high school like the jock will. Give him into his mid-20s. Oh, he started working out. Oh, he actually is doing very well for himself. People actually respect him. He suddenly looks attractive to females where before he was a nerd. Wow, what happened to this guy? Well, he started thinking like an alpha because he realized his identity was based on his skill set and his ability to communicate and help others. It's so obviously high school, man. It's so junior high, it's so high school to assume that your looks are what makes you alpha or beta. It's the complete opposite. And that's why so many of you are a lost cause. I can accept reality. I can't save them all. Pokemon, I can't catch them all. There are some of you who are destined to be Peter Pan. What is a Peter Pan? The guy who's entering his 30s, still trying to save his hair, preaching the message of the hair transplant, preaching the message of popping those pills, and then eventually becomes MGTOW and swears off women and talks about how much trouble they are, because ultimately the real issue is a man like that cannot emotionally support a woman, and that's what she needs more than anything. That's why a very weak-minded beta MGTOW is going to always worry that if he ever got a girlfriend or a wife, that they're going to cheat on him for a guy who has more hair. It's very childish, victim mentality thinking. I know I need to end this video because YouTube rewards me once I hit the 10-minute mark. So a lot of times 7 minutes in, I'll just stretch it out for 3 extra minutes. But I don't know what this video is about. Oh, perhaps you should do a video on bald men that pull off the look nice. Okay, well there you go. Yeah, just shave your head. And ultimately, just as important, just adopt a mindset. That's how you pull it off. Otherwise, you can fool some people by looking good with the head shaved, whatever. But you're going to be like the guy who peaks in high school. And I've been out of high school for over 20 years, so I know how important it is or how unimportant it is to look like an alpha when you're young, only to never really be able to maintain that mindset because it was built on sinking sand. It was never built on a firm foundation. I am your internet dad. Did I say dead? Dad. I am your... Man, I wanted it to be a cool ending where it was like, I am your internet dad and you're grounded. Okay, I need to start saying that. Okay, comments right here.